Welcome to another session of cellular mobile communication, Unit 4. Today we discover the topic on handoff and how handoff can be initialized. That is, what is a handoff? What is the use of the handoff techniques in a cellular and mobile communication? Right? Suppose your call is under made and progress, and the call is made within the our university SPMVV. The call is under progress. Now the mobile is moved from SPMVV nearest base station to Alipuri base station. Then automatically the frequency can be changed. Whenever the frequency can be changed, automatically the channels can be changed. That is already discussed in previous classes. That is frequency management channel assignment. Once the channels are allocated to particular base station in a fixed manner, once the mobile moves from one base to another base station, automatic frequency change, channel can be changed. Then automatically, when the channel can be changed, automatically the call should be terminated. This is the main drawback. How to overcome this call? This one we are going for only the technique is handoff. Without terminating a call, the call should be progress. Whenever it moves from any base station, one base station, another base station. That is the concept of handoff. That is, the handoff is the process of transferring an active call or data session. Active call or data session from one cell in a cellular network or from one channel to another channel. That is, whenever the call is activated or data session is progressed, we are moving from one session, one cell phone network to another cell phone network. That is one base station to another base station without interrupting, without impeding. That is without loss of a call or without loss of a data session is called the handoff. The other name of the handoff is called as a handover. Handover. Here, see this one. Here see the figure shows figure A and figure B. That is, figure A shows before handoff. Figure B is after handoff. See this one. The mobile is moves from base station 1 to base station 2. Actually, the mobile station receives the signals from base station 1 only. It crosses the border. Then automatically the frequency on channel can be changed and receive the signals from base station 2. Whenever signal is received from the base station 2, automatically the connection can be terminated from base station 1. This is about before and after handoff. Here, the handoff can be done in two situations, especially. That is, we have to receive weak signals. Weak signals. That is, the first situation is, suppose we have to derive the cell boundary having minus 100 dBm. The power received in the minus 100 dBm. After minus 100 dBm, the signal should be weak, then automatically the call should be terminated. At that time, we are going for handoff, raise the handoff. Second one is when the mobile unit is reaching the signal strength holes. Whenever the mobile unit is reaching the signal strength holes or gaps. Here, what is meant by signal strength holes or signal strength gaps? Nothing but here the signal is weak in that parts or in that part the signal is not received. That is called the hole. Now I am explaining this handoff two situations when the handoff should be raised by using the figure. See this figure when handoff occurs. Now I am using the hexagonal shaped cell. Here is the cell site. In the cell site now I am giving for sectoring a 60 degree sectoring 6 parts. The actual minus 100 dBm it covers. It covers. This is our engineering drawing purpose. This is for real one. Here, this is the boundary for minus 100 dBm in real situation. This is hexagonal shape is minus 100 dBm in ideal situation, real and ideal. Whenever the mobile unit crosses this border of minus 100 dBm, then automatically the handoff should be raised. Then automatically receive the signal from another base station, adjacent base station. The second situation is holes. So see this one holes. Here in this holes, the signal is not received. Not received. That is, it is a shadow region. Either it is called the holes or it is called the gaps. Or when the mobile reaches these gaps, then automatically handoff should be raised. These are the two situations the handoff should be occurs. Next, we are going for what are the basic types of handoffs. Here, based upon the communication systems, digital and analog systems. In analog systems, we are using only hard handoff, but in digital systems, we are using three types: hard handoff, soft handoff, and softer handoff. First, I discuss about the first type of the handoff is hard handoff. Here in this hard handoff, the other name is called break before make. Break before make. That is, we want new connection from adjacent cell site base station. We have to break previous session, then only we have to move to next base station. That is called the hard handoff. This type of hard handoff it is used in FDMA, TDMA, and OFDMA digital systems and analog systems. This is about hard handoff. Here the other name is called the break before make. Second one is soft handoff. The other name of this soft handoff is called make before break. That is, we want two connections at a time from both base stations. Once perfectly connection should be takes place in adjacent, then only we have to break. This is about a soft handoff. Here, this soft handoff can be occurs based on the signal strengths. Next, third one is a softer handoff. Here, the softer handoff occurs between sectoring concept only. That is based upon the concept of directional antennas which are used by using the sectoring, either 60-degree sectoring or 120-degree sectoring. You see these figures, what is the difference between soft and hard handoff? Here, the soft handoff nothing but whenever the mobile is moves from base station 1 to base station 2, right? We this particular mobile station use both two signals, and we have to compare which one is better one. It takes the particular signal only. This is about soft handoff, that is make before break. The second one is hard handoff. That is, we want new connection from adjacent base station. We have to terminate the connection from previous base station. That is called the hard handoff. That is break before make. Right. This is about situations and types of handoff techniques. Now we discuss what are the decision making parameters of handoff. That is when the mobile unit or base station can take decision of handoff. That is two decisions making parameters are we have to. That is first one based upon the signal strength, and second one is based upon the carrier to interference ratio. First one based upon signal strength. The second one is carrier to interference ratio. Type 1 is based upon the signal strength. Whenever the mobile unit reaches to border, then automatically the signal strength should be weak. Then automatically the handoff should be rise. For this purpose, in your mobile unit having RSS, that is received signal strength per indicator is there. Here this RSS which is equal to C plus I. It is a combination of summation of C plus I. C nothing but carrier signal power and I is for interference. Whenever interference is high, nothing but at the particular area we are getting a low signal strength. Then automatically the handoff should be rise. The second technique is based on the carrier to interference ratio, that is C by I, which is equal to whenever C by I, whenever interference is increases, then automatically the carrier power decreases, then automatically handoff should be rise. Here, this can be takes place based upon the two parameters again. The first one is distance, propagation distance. The second one is interference, propagation distance and interference. Whenever the distance is increases, automatically the signal strength can be decreases. When the signal strength is decreases, whenever the mobile reaches to the border of a cell, or whenever the mobile reaches to the holes area. This is about the basic concepts related to handoff. That is what is meant by handoff we discussed, and what are the types of handoff discussed, and what is the situation we are can go for handoff can be rise, and what are the types of handoff, and what are the parameters we are used for handoff initialization. Next, we are going for the main topic of this handoff initialization. How handoff can be exactly what can be done whenever the mobility moves from one base station to another base station. whenever the mobile unit moves from one base station to another base station, automatically changes the voice signals, voice channels and setup channels. Yeah, nothing but for this purpose, I am taking the figure to explain all this concept. See this one. I am taking two base stations, base station A and base station 2, base station 1 and base station 2. And I am using 2 points, point A and point B. Point A belongs to base station 1, point B belongs to base station 2. Here what is meant by point A and point B? It is nothing but up to point A from the base station 1, up to point B for base station 2, received good signal strength. After this A point in base station 1, after B point in base station 2, the signal strength can be suddenly decreased. Then automatically handoff should be rise. Another signal strength should be decreases. The handoff should be right. How it can be done? Now I am taking two cases here. Case 1 is improper handoff situation and case B is proper handoff situation. First I would go for without handoff. Now I am taking x-axis is time and y-axis is received signal level. See this one in figure A graph characteristics. X-axis is time and y-axis is received signal level. Received signal level. Here taking level at point A of threshold value, minimum acceptable to maintain a call, and level at point B. Level at point B. Now I am explaining this concept. Just see this. Right. Right. Then here the signal is received from the base station to this mobile unit. Here within the up to level point B, there is no issue of the signal strength. Once the mobile unit reaches to now threshold level. Here in every base station having any cell having one threshold value. Okay, what is the use of this threshold value? After this threshold value, automatically the signal strength should be decreases. The signal strength should be decreases. Whenever the mobile unit is reaches to threshold level, automatically the base station knows the signal strength in the particular mobile having decreases. So we want to give another channel or another base station signal. If not done, no issue. Then automatically the mobile need go for minimum acceptable value. Up to minimum acceptable value, we have to receive signal. There is no issue. Again, the second time, once the mobile unit reaches to minimum acceptable value distance, again the second handoff should be raised. That is, I am reaching to the minimum acceptable level of the power. So we want another channel or another base station signal. So we want give permission to take signal from another base station. If not done, then automatically after the mobile unit reaches after minimum acceptable value, then automatically the signal should be dropped. The signal should be dropped. This is about without handoff. The same thing now I'm explaining here. See this one. This is about level at point A, handoff threshold, minimum acceptable signal to maintain a call, and level at point B. That is, whenever the mobile unit reaches to point A, see this one, mobile unit reaches to point A, better signal strength, high signal strength. Whenever after point A, we are go for handoff threshold value. After once the mobile unit reaches to handoff threshold value, then automatically first handoff can be raised if it is not allocate any channel or other base station signal. Then go for minimum acceptable to maintain a call. After that one, whenever the mobile unit reaches to B, handoff is not done, then automatically the call should be terminated. See this one, the call should be terminated. Next, second case is proper handoff situation. Here in this proper handoff situation, right? Whenever handoff occurs, see this one, whenever reaches to the level at point B, right? Then whenever handoff takes, suddenly raise the signal. Suddenly raise the signal. This is about how handoff can be raised and how handoff can be takes place. Here in this, right, the delta value. Here, what is the difference between threshold and minimum acceptable signal? That is the difference between delta value. About handoff, how handoff can be initialized, right? Today we discuss now what is the definition of handoff, when the handoff should be occurs, and what are the situations the handoff should be raised, what are the parameters we have to consider for handoff, and what are the types of handoffs, and how handoff can be initialized. This is about basic concepts of handoff techniques and how handoff can be initialized. Thank you for attending this session. Do you have any query? Type your query in a chat box.